Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is the old skipper here, coming to you a little bit early because I felt like it. And a wonderful Monday morning to most of you. And for those of you on the other side of the date line, good Tuesday. I see my good friend Marlon was the early bird. How are you doing, Marlon? Well, we've got through another weekend. Oh, oh, excuse me. That was well brought up. Had an absolutely gorgeous weekend this weekend. I spent a lot of the time working on one of my collections. Hi, Christopher. Stu's Metal Detecting. All these wonderful people in here. Oh, look, he's live already. Well, yeah, today I'm going to be covering a few things, and I think I'm going to do a sticker giveaway today for 3 lucky people. And we'll do that a little later on here, but I'll be sending out some of my stickers. And today I'm going to be going over various collections. You did. Thank you very much, Homesdale Detectorist. As you know, we're a community of many different things, whether it be collecting coins or bills or pins or stickers or hats. Gosh, what else can you collect? Books, Exonumia of different sorts, into metal detecting and into magnet fishing and so many different things. Much of it is interchangeable, and I know a lot of us are doing multiple collecting. So today I'm going to share with you a few of my side hobbies. That includes I collect challenge coins, and I also collect old books, but these antique books have to have a military theme to them. They don't have to be hardcore military, but they have to be vintage books. I try to find the nicest ones I can find. Looking for little things like trying to get them without a stamp from a library, because that decreases the value. Little notes inside books are kind of cool, because it gives you an idea of the history, just like in coins. When you got a date, we'll take a look at that date there. We're talking, this one was given as a gift in 1959, and the first time, you see that all right? Let's see if I can get that right. Get that right. There we go. You see, we're talking 1910, which is very cool. Actually, that's the latest one I just picked up. It's a book of heroes, boys and men. It was written by Alfred H. Miles, and this chap, he died back in 1929, so he hasn't been around for a while. But he put out a lot of different books, and this one here covers everyone from Adams, Mangles, MacDonald, and Kavanaugh, Sir Henry Havelock. You're looking at Lord Horatio Nelson, Arthur, the Duke of Wellington. Again, Alfred the Great. It's a very cool book. Again, that was given in 1910, but if you look inside, it was actually done in October 1st, 1907. So that's a book, 1907. That is a very old book. Yeah, I love books like this, because first off, I if I can get a decent one, I can actually read them without the binding and everything falling apart. And of course, most of the time, if they're really valuable, I'll wear gloves. These ones aren't quite as valuable, but they're still pretty cool, and I try not to handle the pages too much. I picked up one from that's Hilaire Belloc, is done by Nelson. This one is an interesting one because it's a general sketch of the European War, but it was done in 1916, and it's the second phase. So as we know, the war ended in 1918. So this was actually published in 1916. It's describes a lot of the things that were going on, explaining how the trenches were laid out, and the various battles. The Battle of the Marne is in here, and it's got little sketches and stuff, and very interesting read, and especially since it's a book that was made prior to the end of the war. It's only talking about the first 2 years, so that's very interesting. A personal favorite of mine, since I was an old scouter for 3 decades, Lord Baden-Powell of Gilwell. He's was referred to as the hero of Mafeking, which is during the Second Boer War, and he held out for quite a while against a very large Boer force. And I managed to get a copy of the hero of Mafeking, which is very cool. And this one here, the binding's a little bit loose on it, but this one was actually done in 1900. So I'm talking, this is 123 years old, this book. And the binding's actually not too bad on it. And it tells the whole story. And they used him as a rallying point to get the British subjects more. Well, they were in a depression because they were getting their butts kicked so often. This was one of those shining moments where he did something that was absolutely spectacular. And of course, he went on with the encouragement of the king to start the Boy Scout movement, which was actually, he did an experimental camp in 1907 in Brownsea Island that went over very well. And in 1908, he wrote Scouting for Boys. And that was the start of the Boy Scout movement. 1910, through a newspaper man from the United States. I'm trying to remember his name now. I should shoot myself for not remembering it. He noticed a Boy Scout on the streets of London when he was visiting there, and he talked to him, and he was so impressed with it. He got more information on the program, brought it back, and started the BSA, which is very cool. I believe he also brought in a chap by the name of Dan Beard, because there was another pioneering organization in the U.S. that was quite popular at the time, and kind of consolidated them and made BSA. Just cool. So this is, like I say, I collect books, but I love the history behind them. And I don't just collect anything willy-nilly. It has to be something that, is my interest, which I would expect you would do the same thing. And who else we got? Christopher Ty has come in, and so has Walker Magnet. Stu's metal detecting is there. We are expecting Dale. He will show up, but it is Zoe's birthday today. So when he does pop up, make sure that you wish her all a happy birthday. I also encourage everybody to come on up. All right. Well, another thing I was talking about challenge coins. Challenge coins has got an interesting history. First off, of course, this is more of an exonumic hobby. It's related to coin collecting, but these aren't genuinely coins. They're just they're called challenge coins. If you want to really date them, they actually can go back to the time of the Romans, but they really took off in World War I. And there's quite an interesting history of it. I won't bore you with all the details on how this started, but let's just say that the U.S. had a huge part of it, where these challenge coins become very important to a lot of the service people. It slowly moved to the direction where if you were sitting in your mess or in a pub and someone was bragging about being part of or being attached to your unit, and you didn't recognize them, you'd slap out your challenge coin on the table, and if he couldn't produce his, he owed everybody around. But if he had his, then you would have to pay the round. And so it's kind of a cool novel. I collect challenge coins, only the ones that have impacted my life, whether I be attached to a unit, whether I was within the unit itself, whether I had friends and family that were part of an organization or traveled to a certain area. Yes, I can get challenge coins. Say if I went to Las Vegas, I picked up a challenge coin from Las Vegas because I actually went there. And one of the people, the organizations that's helped me a lot these days are these guys. This Veterans Association is outside the parameters of the typical food banks and whatnot, where civilians can go, and of course they can get temporary help. The Veterans Association actually, or Veterans Association Food Bank is what they typically are referred to. They actually provide not only sustenance, but also psychological and moral and ethical support for former and serving members of the armed forces. You can go there, have a coffee with friends. They have groups that help deal with operational stress injuries. They will help you if you get into dire straits financially and you need a little bit of help. It's a tremendous thing. And they work in conjunction with every other organization you can think of. I believe they have 20 listed, including the Legion, that actually support them because they are such a dynamic organization. So that was presented to me by a fellow veteran, and that is going to go into my new challenge coin cabinet because I've run out of room. Some of the generic ones that you could see is this one here for the Canadian Armed Forces. Actually quite nice. I think the real challenge in a lot of these coins is trying to find a cabinet that has a wide enough groove to deal with the thickness of the various thickness of the coins. I was in Normandy and through up Dieppe and all that area in 2017, and I picked that up for the Normandy landings for D-Day, and that's actually quite a nice looking coin. Hi, Coin Junkie. How are you doing? Yeah, they are really thick. Okay, this is a beautiful. This is for the Royal Canadian Electrical Mechanical Engineers, and I worked closely with these guys when I was the last few years I was in the service. And again, you notice the Canadian ones are typically almost all round. It's not like the U.S. ones where they got all multi shapes, so makes it a little easier to get them into the display cases. Numismatic King, hello there. Nice to see you. Of course, 12 years of my service career was spent in the infantry. That is the infantry primary cap badge. It's not a regimental cap badge. Just shows that you went through the infantry training, and that's a very cool looking badge. Again, looking at the designs, they really went all out on a lot of these coins. 710 is oil upside down. How you doing? Okay, this one is special because it's from my son, who is a firefighter, and he's a captain up in Whitecourt, and he's up in Woodland County, and he gave me that. So my own son is actually giving his dad one of his challenge coins. All right, as a Canadian, I was around for the centennial in 1967, but I was also around for the 150th. So we got these cool looking coins they came out with for the forces for Canada's 150th anniversary. And I like the way they've done all the flags of all the different provinces around the edge, which is really cool. Our CMP Redwater. Gee, I wonder where that came from. Redwater is not too far from us here. It's actually on the way to my sister's place. I worked with the RCMP a lot when I was with it, working by law enforcement. And okay, another support organization that I fully endorse is Soldier On. Now, Soldier On is an organization that helps those that may have mental and physical disabilities, and they encourage them to find things, activities, employment to carry on in the civvy world. Absolutely, Marlon. That's super, that one. Oh, speaking of Canada Centennial, look at that. I got a Centennial one. I never got to go to Expo 67. As you can see, they're pretty plain compared to the newer one. But they actually had a Centennial train did up. It looked like a museum. You could go in and see all the different displays. All right, a friend of mine dragged me down to Las Vegas by vehicle, and he says, we've got to go to the Hill Air Force Base to see their air museum, which, by the way, was pretty spectacular. And so I got to go to the Hill Air Force Museum. And of course, couldn't come away without a Hill Air Force Museum challenge coin, since I actually got to go there. Again, as you can see, the pattern, everything has something to do with my life. That's why you should make these personal, because when you pop your clogs, they pass on, and whoever gets them, they have a running history of your life, really. Okay. half the people that I worked with were involved with operational enduring freedom, and my son included. And this is for that operation, and it was presented to me, believe, for my son. He was with the Lord Strathcona Horse Regiment, an armored regiment, during that. You know what, Christopher? I can't remember if they did or not. They had some incredible aircraft. And yes, Taffy, I would love to have you up. I'm going to kind of disappear here for 2 seconds so I can put the link in. Bear with me, because I'm klutzy with this. Here we go. Let's see if I can get this one here. Okay, bear with me while I switch over to my other machine and see if I can get the link in there, because my little phone here is not working the way I want it. I guess I haven't advanced past rotary dial phones yet. I'll leave you with one other view that I'll share with you before I go. Yeah, I think this is more of a token. I've got a few of those too. Las Vegas, I went to visit the Mob Museum, and that's a token. I've got not exactly a challenge coin. Same with having gone to a Vegas Knights game in Las Vegas. I had to pick up a coin. Well, again, I consider that one just a token. Just like I'm involved with the XYO network, and I got a token from them too. So that's kind of a side hobby from the challenge coins. I got 5 other ones that I'll show you here, but I'm going to disappear for about a minute or so, and then I'll get that link in. There we go. I've got the link is in the chat if anybody wishes to come up and visit the old skipper. And look at that. There's Dale hiding in the wings. Okay, where were we? Okay, we hit on some tokens. Again, tokens, they're not really challenge coins, but I mean, if you travel around and you happen to pick some up, I went to Calgary and visited the Husky Tower, so I had to pick up something from there. Well, look at that. Hello there, and happy birthday to Zoe.
Thank you.
Thank you, brother. I actually was so tired. I wore myself out. I thought, as you can tell, I took my tablets and it just knocked me out. Went out for the day and hopefully got back in time. But man, I was so tired. Well, if you'd have stopped at the red line when you was in Avebury, you didn't. You carried on going down to Stonehenge.
I was in a tour group. I had no choice.
You're a bus driver. You could just turn around.
Yeah, I wasn't driving. I was in
That's not the point.
I was as far back in the bus as you get because I was terrified.
The thing is, you could turn around because I was debating what to have in the pub because I'm, as you know, I'm the world's fussiest eater. And they brought out this oil stuff, right? Was it oil and bread and whatever it was, olive oil, wasn't it? And I'll tell you what, it's so good. And I thought I'd try it. Man, I enjoyed it. And so 2 lots. Tasty, man. Really tasty.
Oh, my goodness.
And it's my one.
I was going to say, what are you doing?
I bought Zoe a birthday present, right? As you do, because obviously, why wouldn't I? I don't want a black eye. And so I bought her one of these. She wanted something silver, so I bought her a Bugs Bunny Canadian 2015 silver round.
Oh, you splurged.
But I ordered one. I ended up with 2.
They sent you 2?
Yeah, they sent me 2. And they were stuck together. They were literally
and you paid for one.
I know you paid for one, yeah.
Score.
Absolutely, man. So Zoe's is over there. Yeah, here's your one. Show you one. I know, but I want to show. Because Zoe just looked at me and she goes, "What are you doing?" I goes, "This is my one." Ta-da!
Wow, matching bunnies.
Because Lauren saw me open the package up, and they were literally stuck together in a weird way, like that.
So you can effectively start a warren of silver bunnies.
So yeah, well, she wanted something silver for her birthday. So I was like, as they were stuck together, I was like, and Lauren goes, she's looking at it, goes, "What? Can't you open the box or something?" I go, "They're stuck together," and I pulled them apart, and that's what happened. So yeah. So I hope everyone's had a great weekend. I hope you've had a great weekend, Skipper.
Yeah, I actually got some of my backyard done. I can actually see ground. And the grass is cut back. So it's about 3/4 done. And I'm gearing up. I've been practicing because, as you know, I've been a poker player now for 55 years. And I've been invited to go to a tournament tonight. So I'm going to a poker tournament, the first one in, over a year, I think.
Cool.
So I had my buddy calling me up going, "Do you remember how to play?" I said, "What do you mean, do I remember how to play? What are you talking about?" He says, "Well, we're going into a live tournament." I said, "Quit panicking. You know you're going to lose because I'm there." So looking forward to it. And I use a card saver, but the card saver I use, funny enough, we were talking about challenge coins. This challenge coin is my card saver. And
that's really cool, man.
Yeah, that's actually one that's my numbered one from the RCR Association, Royal Canadian Regiment, for those that don't know it. So that's going to be my card saver for tonight's play.
Well, that's awesome.
So while you were gone, I don't know if you caught it. I was talking about other collectibles like books and whatnot. So I covered a few things. It's good to see taffy coins out there. How you doing, Kyle?
Good to see you. How are you?
I'm doing good. I wasn't actually going to come on, but because I was going to record some videos. But when I seen you on, because I knew you wasn't on last week because of the election. So, but I'm way behind. But I'm actually finalizing now my grab bag.
What? You're just doing it now?
So
yeah,
I was going to stick it together. No. Yeah, I was going to record a video of me assembling the grab bag, show what's in there. But I don't know. I don't know if the person that subscribes to my channel or not, so I don't want to spoil it for them. But I don't think they hear. So I can show like you guys of what like goes in a grab bag. It's not 100% finalized yet. Oh sugar! I've stuck some of it together already.
You caught my video that my $200 grab bag turned out to be worth over $500. That was a really good grab bag.
What was that?
Like,
what was that? What was that one? That British coin you had. I can't remember. Was it a 2 florin? Or was it a crown? Was it?
Oh, which one? Are you talking about the Churchill?
No, not the Churchill one.
But like,
oh man, because you done it a little while ago, didn't you?
Who are you talking to, Kyle or me?
You.
Oh, I've gone through so many of them. Oh, good grief!
No, it's your latest one.
Blistering Barnacles Magnets. Welcome.
Blistering, and who's that? Right. Stu's detecting and Christopher.
Oh! Hold on, I'll make you big so I can see that a little bit better.
Marlin's in the house. Good to see. Oh, King Charles 50p.
Right. Yeah. So some of the stuff, let's go in straight in. So it's the Coronation 50p.
Yeah.
I've got the Strike Your Own Coronation 50p and exclusive medal, but I've got them in a money bag. But I don't want to pull them out because it's blinking hard just to try and squeeze them in. I've got.
Understandable.
I actually bought this over here.
Oh, the Canadian. Was that 1967?
Yeah, the Canadian 67 set. So I bought that over here, but I had a good deal, and I thought because it's in that little plastic case, it's quite nice.
Yeah, they're not those long sets. American does long sets like that, but I can't remember what they're called. But they're really, really nice. They're nice. They're pretty cool because they're very nice to put together.
Yeah. So the person I'm sending it to has had a grab bag off me before, and they love Commonwealth stuff. So when they get this, they should be all right. I've got that as well.
Oh my goodness!
What is that?
So that's
77.
That's a queen. Yeah, it's a Queen Mother £5 coin, and Queen Mother. That's what the QM stands for. Serial number on the note. So this banknote was out like, in the 90s. They discontinued these ones, I think.
Yeah, I got one of those.
So that's something else. Just because like I've started to get into the anyway.
Has it got the dates on the packaging for that £5?
Nope.
Yeah.
I don't think it has. I know that for dates. No, well, unless I will pull it out, but I don't want to, just in case the plastic comes out of the note as well.
Right. Right.
But I've got a King Charles 50 pence.
Yeah.
I've got some more currency. So like an old £1 note.
Okay, yeah. That was the first year of her reign, that one, I think. Or second, it's yeah.
I'm not sure, but it's just like
that was the was that because I sent Skipper one of them. What year was it? I believe it's from 52 or 53, I should say. Yeah, okay. Do you know they're still legal tender in Scotland?
Well, Scotland have withdrawn all their £1 notes now. They can't use them anymore.
No, but those are
So they've been
technically legal tender in Scotland. They can refuse them, but they still are.
Yeah. So that's what I've got so far, and I'm just finalising it now. So it's just like I've got about 100 quid's worth. I think it's about £120 worth so far, just in this, and I need to make up by another £40. So I'm trying to work out what I can include.
Yeah, those pound notes, they went out in '83. Depending on, is it Mr. Summerford on the? Obviously, you got it in the package now, so don't worry about it. But depending on who signs it, is the year. So Mr. Summerford was the last one, I think.
I'm not sure. My book is upstairs. I don't want to go upstairs too much. I keep my daughter up as well.
Yeah, I like. Do you know what? When they changed it to the old £1 coins, as kids, felt like it was ripped off. You know what I mean? Because when you had a pound note, you thought you was rich, you know, because it's paper. And when he was given a pound, coin, don't forget, I was only 11 years old when they came out. And I thought, what's this? This is not a pound. You know what I mean? And just started collecting the pictures on them. But because it was like smaller than the 5 pences, because the 5 pences were much bigger before the size change. But yeah, it was like, what the heck is this, man? This is not a pound. Because when you had paper money, you felt rich, you know, because, you know, being 11 years old, you can do loads of stuff. But it was like, what is this?
Yeah, if you go far enough back, a pound is actually a sovereign.
I think sovereign. Hang on.
There's a half sovereign, there's a half pound. Like if you go far enough back,
it was 240 pennies to a pound. So
and then would be sovereign piece would be then that like the old like the £5 piece.
I've not heard that one, but
well, it just depends how far back you go.
Yeah.
I'll be back now the way that
according to my research I keep on my screen, the pound sign was either an abbreviation. I can't think of what that sign is. Both come from the Latin word libra, which is the old Roman coinage back in the day, meaning pound. The pound sign developed from the abbreviation of capital L. So, and that's going back towards the Roman times, way before the Roman times. I was reading today, I think it was 262 BC. I'm going back to. There are various ways which the monetary accounts were written out. The amounts of full pound, shillings, pence, it could be written in many different ways, and without the final D.
Okay, I have a question, and the first person that can come up with the correct answer will win a sticker.
Okay.
The question will appear in the banner on the bottom of the page. There you go. First person to answer.
Don't forget to hit the like button. Okay. Silver tea. The not 79 US florin hair flowing scents has 3 variations. What were they? There were the long hair flowing hair scent. The braided hair. Was it the braided hair?
No, you're on the wrong track.
Can you read it? I can't see the banner.
I'll tell you. The 1793 US flowing hair large scents had 3 variations. What were they? Or was it the size of the bust? The efficacy of the liberty.
Yeah, get away from the hint is get away from the obverse. Look at the reverse.
Cornet, braided, and flowing. That's what Christopher Tice says.
Nope. Get away from the obverse. Look at the reverse. Not the rim.
Was it one with "In God We Trust"? Was it one without "God in God We Trust"? One with "In God We Trust"?
Nope.
No, that I don't think that was on there then. I don't think that was on there then.
I like the old Fuji or Sense where it says "Mind Your Business" on it.
Silver tea says small, smaller, smallest. No, not really.
Blonde, brunette, and brown, or ginger.
Now remember, it's 1793. We're not looking at the obverse, so we're not looking at any hair. What was on the other side, on the reverse? What was the 3 different reverses that they had?
Oh, well, it can't be this 1793. So was it the presidential seal?
No.
Was it something to do with the eagle?
The flying eagle.
There's no eagles. This is the large cent.
All right.
Oh, large cent.
The large cent.
But which cent though? Is it the 50 cent, the quarter, or the
1 cent? Large cent.
1 cent. Okay. Oh gosh, 1793. So
is one of them the Fuji or Cent?
1793. I'm pretty
sure.
Mystery
Barnacles is grasping at straws here. Says yes, the writing. Yeah, probably is. What did it say? There's a difference. No, there's
I know they had different denominations on some of them. Well, where it said like one of them just said like 1 cent and one said 1 over 100.
Yeah, not on these ones.
It's got to be something to do with the Indian heads. So that's got to be. I think the Indian head was from 1793, wasn't it?
The rarest one is worth over $175,000 US. Then the next rarest one is worth $120,000 US, and the least rare is worth only $100,000
That's
US.
the price, then.
I know what they all have in common.
They're expensive.
Yeah, they're all unaffordable.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
I'll give another minute, and if anybody, I'm gonna have to try another question because you guys are finding this too hard.
if anybody gets it, do we get one of those?
No, not really. You'll get one of these though.
Do you get one of those? Just trying to think. Let's just get an engineered penny out here because I can't think. It was. Find one now.
Was it something to do? I think I know what it is. Was it something to do with, like I say, in the United States of America? I think wasn't it about that time when the Constitution was signed or something like that? So one of them was like United States of America. One of them was like a colonial penny with like Britannia on, and then something else.
Yeah, you're actually the closest one so far, but you're not quite correct.
Because it was about the time that the Constitution was signed and America became, in like open brackets, like America.
Okay. The time.
I thought they were using. Hang on. I thought they were, because back then they were using letters as numbers. Like J would be the 1.
Right.
Is there something like that? Because
No.
I can't remember.
They did do a substitution, so this is time. Hi, the Bud Files. On the obverse, instead of spelling out America, they did AMERI period. They didn't spell it out completely. That was on the very first one. On the second one, it was spelled out America completely with a period at the end. And the third one was America without a period. So the most valuable one is the one where they did not spell America completely, just put a Mary and a period.
It just sounds like a grouchy time, to be honest.
Yeah, it sounded like the guy didn't have enough time to put it all, make the effort to spell the whole word.
They were so small and tiny, they couldn't fit the word America on at the time.
Surprising enough, they did. Anyway, nice try. Next one will have to be a little bit easier. While I'm contemplating what miraculous thing I'm going to say, I'm going to show you what this is my purchase this week.
Ooh.
Oh, burn it.
Burn it, he says. It's 2022.
Yeah, it's burn it. It's got the witch on it.
Hey.
I said witch. I didn't swear. Oh, that's all of the heads, or the many heads of who?
The heads of her?
Our queen was a fantastic queen.
She was all right.
You're such a Republican.
Oh, yes. Can you tell?
I hear that every day from Tracy.
Do you know we was talking about the dungeons the other day? I found out what it was called. An obulate. God, I can't remember. An obulate. Where you were talking about. It was worse than death. And we got to really be thankful for the times we live in, because, you know.
Okay, here's another token. Can't be really beat. And of course, some of you have seen this already. When I visited the area around Salisbury, I went to the cathedral, and of course, I picked up one of these gems.
Yeah. Salisbury
Very famous for the poisonings.
Hey,
yeah.
there's no
And do you know
poison
what
on
the
this.
poison is called?
No, Salisbury was most recently famous for poisonings.
Yes, I'm aware of that. As long as you're not Russian, you should be fine.
Exactly.
Do you know what it? Do you know what it was called? There, Kyle. What it's called?
What was called?
Yeah, the poisoning. The actual substance was used.
I know the one that they tried to poison to kill that fella off with was polonium-252. I can't remember what the poison was.
Novichok.
Novichok, that's it.
It's obviously illegal.
But it's a bit obvious. You're hardly going to do a line and sniff it. But if anyone's unlucky enough to get one of my grab bags, well, I say unlucky enough because of the way I pack everything. And the skipper will vouch for this. Everything's literally packed up, isn't it, Skip?
Mm-hmm.
Like I pack my grab bags like that.
Yeah, it's a challenge getting the stuff out of it.
But nothing moves. So it's definitely the most secure one.
The same as
All
mine,
right.
then.
Let's try this one. First one to get the answer wins a sticker.
Okay. What's the
Where
question?
did scouting start? Right, obviously in the UK.
Be more specific.
Oh, I can't remember.
I can't even see the banner. Oh, well, sorry.
It was started about.
What did Scotland start? And what? Started in by Robert Powell in England.
Baden Powell.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. We know who started it. Christopher Ty is it's like reading someone that's shooting at a target and you got a magpie.
Wasn't it? God.
I think it was about 1910 or something like that.
No, 1910 was the United States.
No, I was way earlier. I think it was 1907. I think.
Okay, boom, you got half of it. But where was the experimental camp that Lord Baden-Powell held that initially started scouting?
Oh, that's easy. It initially started in a field.
I think it was London, United Kingdom, England, I should say. No, scouting is actually English.
Was it somewhere posh like Oxford? Give the boys something.
No. You got to remember the average British scout. They were street gangs. Thank you, Numismatic Kings. Got it.
Boy
Brownsea
Scouts in
Island.
America, February 1910.
So it's 1907. Brownsea Island was when it started. And,
I'm going to be honest in a minute. We've got a lot of issues with Brownsea because there's too much sewage that they're putting in the rivers and sending it out to sea at the minute.
Oh, that's bad.
And Dale will vouch for this. There's massive uproars at the moment, isn't it, Dale?
What with the found out all about the sewage? It's a bit like it's going to be a bit like an Erin Brockovich kind of situation, where they're pumping sewage into the river, into the fresh waters. And,
Okay. Numismatic King, there's my email. Send me your address, and I'll send you out a sticker.
I've still got people's stuff to send out, and nobody's contacted me. So, Kyle, I've got to send your stuff out from Alex yet.
No, take your time. Plenty of time.
I got hold of Dean, but he never got back to me with his address. He goes, "I'll call you back," and never called me back.
Okay.
My thing's away.
This challenge coin is from the Princess Patricia's Canadian Light Infantry.
Yep.
75th anniversary. Of course, I used to belong to that regiment many years ago.
You did. And I got a lovely book about that as well.
Marlon!
Marlon, how's it going?
Hey guys, I'm doing pretty good. I thought I'd come play show and tell since you guys we're doing challenge coins, right, Skipper?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now is challenge coins.
Oh, well, I happen to get a few from a friend who's a fellow treasure hunting YouTuber, and they're actually from nuclear submarines or electric boats, as I guess they call them in the business.
You got
so
my
here's the SSN 795 Nuke I Am Your Father challenge coin here, and see on this side.
Oh, that's seriously
it's got
cool.
Vader right there. Maybe you could see that, hey? Oh,
the
yeah.
US got such cool challenge coins.
Yeah, this one here. So, Luke, I am your father. That's a pretty cool one there. I got that from him a while ago, actually, but I just got in the mail today, so this is a spoiler. This will be on my next mail call, actually. I've got this one. The same guy just sent me. It's Monk Cheetah as the channel. And so here you got the Mandalorian helmet. That's pretty cool. And on the back side, it says, this is the way, Chief's Quarters, the USS Hyman G. Rickover, SS 795 again. And these are nuclear subs that Monk Cheetah has worked on. He's a second shift lieutenant, actually.
Wow.
So I got these two Mando ones here, Star Wars, right? And this crazy one he sent too. So he sent me two this time. And this one is absolutely gigantic, Skipper. It's like a dinner plate here.
Yeah,
USS Seawolf SSN 21 on this one. It's electric boat hunter killer.
That is
pride. This one's pretty crazy, hey? It's huge.
You need a separate acrylic stand for that. There's no way.
Yeah, this says USS Seawolf, USS Connecticut, and USS Jimmy Carter, it says on here. If I ever get my camera to focus, it's gonna...
submarine.
But yeah. So some submarine challenge coins for you there.
Very cool.
Yeah, this one kind of dwarfs the other ones there.
Amazing. Yes, please.
Yeah. And of course, look at this. For the winter months, he sent me a nice toque to go along with it.
You are such a toque kid.
There you go. All right, that was fun. Look at that.
Marlon, I do like your
I'm on the Skipper Show. Oh, now I'm getting shy.
You're not shy. you're far from shy.
You guys are funny.
My God.
Yeah, so there.
I do like his t-shirt, by the way. His t-shirt's awesome. 3
submarine challenge coins for you there.
You know, that brings me back to when I used to check the nuclear subs when they came into Nanoose Bay and on Vancouver Island. We actually have a submarine spot. It's actually cool. A submarine torpedo range. Yes, they do practice. And I used to have to go down there with my Staplex, and I used to check for gamma shine on the nuclear subs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, very cool. They're big.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, in other words, when he goes to bed, he glows.
I was watching something on YouTube about when they decommission the old ones, how they turn the reactor into like a tuna can. They cut out a section of the submarine and then plate it off, contain it, and then they actually have to put them all in a certain yard somewhere so that from satellites the Russians can count how many the Americans have and the Americans can count how many the Russians have, so they know all these decommissioned nuclear reactors are accounted for.
Yeah,
So that's pretty crazy.
That's the same like the boneyard in I think it's Arizona, where they park the planes up. So when they fly over their satellites, they can count the B-52s and whatnots and everything else, and the F-111.
Oh, there you go.
I have to clarify. Numismatic King's bringing up a really good point. Challenge coins, technically speaking, are not real coins.
Yeah, not coins.
As we know,
exactly.
Coins have got a denomination on them. These are, but they are referred to as challenge coins, even though they are genuinely just like medals or tokens. But
memorabilia, that kind of thing.
Okay, then there's one coin. I think I've already asked this. There's one coin that doesn't have a numismatic value on it, but it is actually a coin and still used today. You'd be mad to use it. Do you know what it's called?
I know of one that's Canadian like that. That's the mule coins from the year, is it 1999 or 2000 for the Millennium coins. There's a couple months where they didn't put the denomination on the coin by accident because they used the wrong die. So they don't actually say 25 cents on the quarters.
Well, we got two. We got a 2008 non-dated one, which is obviously a mint error on about a purpose-made coin. And Christopher Ty's already got it in the chat, but I was hoping it's a double florin.
Double florin.
And it's 1878, I think it is, to 1879. They're worth around about £100 each, or more, depending on what you get.
Wow.
Yeah,
those Canadian quarters that don't say 25 cents on them are pretty pricey too. Yeah.
But if you was to use them today, they're only worth 20p as value. But they're called the barmaid's ruin because they look like a double florin or a two florin, but the double florin doesn't have a denomination on it.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Today. And that's
I got one more thing I could spoiler too, but it's not so.
1877, I think. And it's a silver coin.
I just got this from Starry's Lost and Found. He just dropped this off, but it's we did a little collab. We went to a train museum.
Yeah, you
not
guys
a challenge coin or token, but has anyone seen? These are the 2022, and they got the what do you call it? The ladies on there, Maya Angelou, and that one that went to space. Oh man, come on, focus.
Sally Ride.
Yeah.
Every
once in a while, I could get this to work, but it doesn't always do it. There we go. Yeah. And so both mint marks here.
Their videos. Check out his videos. They're pretty awesome.
They are.
Yeah, this was a gift from Starry's Lost and Found. So, they're shiny. There's a Sacagawea in the corner there. Yeah, but they're 2022, uncirculated, cute little set. I'll pass that on to my kiddo, Rory, because they have the ladies on here. So there you go. I played show and tell. I feel like a hero.
Didn't they used to say that in Rowan Martin's Laugh-In? Sacagawea, no, that's Sakatumi. Okay, got it.
Sakatumi. Sakatumi. I think it's the rarity, isn't it? Error coins.
Yeah, and they seem to be more popular with the U.S. collectors. I know there are a number of Canadian that do it, but error coins are huge in the U.S. And they pay top dollar for them.
Right on. There you go. Oh, look, I didn't have the comments on. I can see what people are saying over here. Hey, guys, welcome to my show. Where's the skipper? There he is.
There I am. Oh, and I got to address the elephant in the room here.
I got
people have been inquiring why I'm skipper. And I got to explain something to you. Yes, it actually initiated from Coin World UK and his battle chat because I was his challenger. But in actual fact, I have a Navy or a sea background. My whole family does.
There you go.
I spent many years on the Great Lakes and actually was a deep sea fisher in the Bay of Fundy. But my family comes from people like Captain Edward Zealand, who was actually served with Admiral Nelson on his man of war. And and I have two of my family members sitting in the bowels of the USS Arizona in Pearl Harbor. And you'll see two brothers, the Conlins are in there. And I also have someone that fell out of the gene pool in 1912 as a third class passenger on the Titanic. Apparently, my family should stay off ships, but I guess
so your family history is pretty nautical there. So the name is appropriate.
Very nautical.
I was going to guess it was your prowess at the Canadian sport of curling that they called you the skipper, right?
No,
The skip,
no,
the skipper.
The last time
it's not curling. Hey,
it was a fun field, and I didn't know that you counted the rocks. I got in trouble.
It's all right. The Scottish are better at curling.
He's banging the rocks too hard. Hey. Mm-hmm.
The Scottish they don't use rocks, so they throw their bagpipes down the ice.
Well, there you go. I just put some curling rocks in the chat for you there, Skipper. And with that, I'll let you guys go. I'll drop back to the chat. It was fun coming up.
All right. I
tell.
I do admire your collection of stickers, by the way. That is quite impressive.
Yeah,
Treasure hunters around the world have taken the time to sticker swap with me. Yes. And
Totally
you're
awesome.
even up here too, Skipper. Where's your big
good to
maple
hear.
leaf hiding somewhere over there?
Have you ever had the pleasure of detecting in the UK law?
Be well, Marlon. Couldn't have said it better. Yeah, you know what?
I was going to say that.
Look. He does have that look. He looks like he's right off of Wayne's World. It's very cool. Wayne's World. Gotta love it.
When he goes out with me, I watch you guys, man. I'll tell you what, it's just so energetic. You know what I mean? He's got more energy than a nuclear power plant.
It's called the radiant transmutation of energy. He just shares all that energy with all of us.
No, he's a great guy. He is.
I was going to say, ask him just before he went. Has he ever had the pleasure of detecting in the UK to find some like Roman treasure?
You don't need to. You just walk across the fields. You just pick it up.
I'm sure he would do it in a heartbeat if he could.
The thing is, we went out to Avebury today, and obviously around where I live, there's so much red tape now with the English heritage and stuff like that. It's you have to be in a club now to do it, or if you get someone who's got farmland that lets you on, then fine. But if you went round, if you actually went out in some of the fields, because someone owns the fields now, you just can't go and do it like it used to be. Like where I do now, you can't do it. It's all owned by the developers now, and the English heritage and stuff like that. So that's one of the reasons why I gave up, because it was I didn't want to be in a club. I wanted to go out and do it for fun. You know what I mean? But now you have to be in a club. Well, you can't do it because you need to be in a club. It could be up to like 4 years before someone accepts you.
Well, it just depends. It's like there's some South Wales clubs, I think, which are pretty easy going, because there's like when I work in my extra job, there's a guy I actually found out he's actually related to me. That goes detecting every Sunday. Like he sometimes goes up Brecon Way and stuff, and he's like between him and like all of the ones that go detecting, they're pulling up like Roman coins left, right, and centre sometimes.
Well, that's what I mean. Over here, look, if you can see it on the ground, you can pick it up. It's yours. It's like one of the people I watch here, which is Tezza, UKMD metal detecting Tezza. He had an archaeological site behind his house going on, and he asked if he can go over there. They said you're not allowed over by the site, but you can go over by the dirt that's been dug up. And I showed you the videos. He was literally picking them off the ground, just right behind his house, and he had hordes of them. Marlon knows I'm all about, and he was just picking them up off the ground. I mean, he's a great guy, really, really good. Goes out with his son, and I was watching a few others when I was out today because Zoe goes off round because I've seen it a million times. You know what I mean? All the stones and stuff. And so I sat in the Red Lion while her and Lauren was walking the dog on the stones. And it's if you look close enough, you can probably pick them up still.
Gee, what's the most valuable thing you found for free metal detecting? I think for me was a toonie. No gold rings or anything yet.
No, I gave a lot of my metal because I've obviously with Floyd Detectorist, I gave a lot to him and a few others and other bits and bobs, but I still got some. We've only got a few finds left, like keys and stuff, and a few coins. You know, who was it? Who was your friend you had on a few months ago? And I showed that really big, thick Roman coin I had.
Yeah.
Do you remember? I showed you it.
Uh-huh.
That's the best find I had. I mean, it's a chunk. It's a chunk of copper or bronze. I think it's bronze actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's quite a good piece. But the problem is some of the word is faded. It doesn't show you any justice on the camera. But yeah, it's an amazing piece. It's the biggest piece I've got. It's probably just short of a Morgan size, but twice as thick. But yeah, you can just pick them up if you know if you provided it's not a heritage site or it's a marked site, you can go anywhere and you just pick them up off the ground. I mean, the best place to go is down the foreshore of London. You go and get all your groats and stuff.
Down where?
The foreshore of London. Providing you, I mean, it used to be part of the Queen's Council. Right. You get a license, you can go mudlarking. And if you get a certain, it's the port authorities now. It's called, right. And you get them for free. And as long as you got that on your person, you are allowed. You can dig up to 2 inches. Right. But if you're walking your dog, for example, and you go up and down the foreshore, they give you a map. Providing you got the, I mean, I'm going back to when I did it. Is you got the Queen's Council and you got the map, and it does state on there, please stay near the steps because the water doesn't, it's not like the sea where it comes up like this. It comes up through the ground like that. And a lot of people get caught out because it comes up through the sands. And you're not allowed to pick. If this pen was like ancient, or it's a coin and it's stuck in the ground like that, and the policeman captures you, especially the Greater, is it the City of London police? Yeah, and they see you pull it out the ground and get fined. It has to be laying on the ground like that. And there's cameras all over the place. So, but certain maps you can go. You're not allowed in the red zones. But the one I had, I could have gone right up to Traitor's Gate. You're not allowed to dig under bridges. But it's the port authorities now. I think it's called. Just go online. You can get a license. But they tell you the do's and don'ts on there. But I haven't done it for years. So, and it's yearly licenses. Anything you find, you must take it to the Met Police, or you take it to one of the museums around and they give you if it's something like gold ring or something like that, they give you free quotes, and you can take obviously the highest quote, or you can put it the item you found with your credit to the museum of choice, like the British Museum, what's the other one there? There's quite a few museums that you can go to. The Natural Museum, British Museum, whatever. It's worth getting one because anybody can get one. You don't have to be a British citizen to get one.
Okay, are we ready for the next challenge?
Yeah, go on then.
Okay, for a Numismaniac sticker,
Okay.
check the ticker tape below. First one to answer it correctly gets
That's your
the
email
sticker.
address.
I'll put it down after they figure out what it is.
The 2018, the Royal Commission produced the Keepers of the Parliament series. What year is that? 2018, did you say?
2018. The Royal Canadian Mint produced the Keepers of the Parliament series. What is considered one of the ugliest coins made in that series? Actually, in my opinion, one of the ugliest coins they ever made. And it's unusual because Canada typically makes some pretty nice coins. But there was one in particular that was terrible.
Keepers of Parliament. UK Parliament or Canadian Parliament?
Canadian. It's Canadian.
Royal Canadian.
Has it got Justin Trudeau on there?
No. That the metal wouldn't set with his face on there. It would always constantly be melting.
I don't even know what the series consists of, to be honest. I can't remember.
Well, if anybody has got a Charlton,
I don't know. I can't remember what the series looks like, to be honest. So let's get my phone out. 2018. Right, 2018. Was it called again? The Keepers of the Parliament.
Keepers of the Parliament series. No, it's not 10-ounce silver, Numismatic King. No. It's a series. Consisted of 4 coins. Actually, the lion was a nice one. That is one of them.
$100, isn't it?
The lion is a beautiful coin.
It's not the soldier.
Really?
I think the soldier's a beautiful looking coin. $100 coins, aren't they?
They're worth a lot more than that now.
I mean, as in the value, the face value is $100.
Yes.
I reckon they're going to say the soldier, but I don't believe that's true.
Actually, you're correct. It is the soldiers considered the ugliest one because they all thought he looked like a zombie.
If anybody's wondering, there you go. Oh, you got it up already.
Yeah. And that's why, yeah. He said, looks hideous. You're right. It actually is an ugly rendition. Only because, I mean, the general idea is good, but the way they designed his face, he looks like a zombie, and people don't like it. The other ones are lovely.
They should have kept it as the beasts, like the unicorn and the lion and the bear and.
Yeah.
I suppose it replaced as a series because you got 3 animals and you got like a human, I guess, as well. But I don't think it's that bad actually. I think it's quite nice.
Well, you've got a sticker coming to you, Dale.
I don't need one. I got loads.
Okay, then who's runner-up then? Numismatic King. He's the one that will give it to you. So I'll put my email up there again.
Thank you, Skip. I appreciate it.
There you go in the banner. Just email me that, and I'll make sure you get a sticker.
Because I don't think I won that really, because I looked, so I couldn't remember what the series was. I remember when I've seen them. I remember them now. I remember you talking about them a while ago.
Yeah, even his clothes look kind of weird. Well, you got to remember too that they're trying to dress him up with the old what we used to call the old piss pot helmet.
Yeah, the helmet is not big enough, is it? I suppose it looks like a
Yeah,
bowler hat.
just doesn't look right whatsoever.
No, it looks more like a bowler hat rather than an actual helmet.
Yeah.
Because the cup would have been a much wider cut on it.
Thanks for swinging by, Stu.
EAC, who else is here? I can't think who else is here. But no, I reckon it's all right actually. But yeah, as you look at the other three, I think it looks more out of place with the three animals, and you got the soldier. I guess it should have been like a separate series, but because you got what, is that the beaver? Then you got the lion, then you got the unicorn.
Yeah, I have to wonder about that too. Again, 99% of the time they come out with beautiful products. But every once in a while they come out with a real lemon. And that another one that was really an ugly coin was the 3D one of the helmet. It was silver, but it was antiqued finish. But it was so ugly looking, and me that collects that kind of coin, I didn't want it in my collection because it was so ugly.
Can't get it right all the time, though. You know what I mean?
No, they can't get it right all the time. And you know what? The beauty about collecting,
as a Canadian series, as Canadian coins go, I mean, you come a long way. I think United Kingdom's way behind everybody else. Way behind, especially in coin series. We're just so behind. But we don't come up with decent enough. we're stuck on either. To me, this is my personal opinion about British coins. We're either stuck on Jane Austen, yeah, or something that's not very significant, or it's completely wrong. It's like the worst coin to be produced in the modern day.
Well, you had Paddington Bear.
Yeah, but he's not even British. He's Peruvian. Right? He came from a Peruvian teddy bear retirement home in Peru.
You know what, Numismatic King, I'll show you some of the better coins that our wonderful mint has made. I'm just grab right here. I'll show you some really nice coins.
As he's going, some of the worst coins, I believe, in my opinion, in the modern day of our coins. Okay, the one is the Kew Gardens. There's nothing to tell you where the Kew Gardens is.
Absolutely agree. It's a bloody hideous coin.
It's a horrible coin. They don't even tell you where it is. They don't tell you what it's about. It just says Q on it, and it's a Chinese pagoda, which I think is absolutely one of the ugliest coins. Then we decided, well, not me, but the Royal Mint decided to use a 2009 drawing of the athletics, and then put it into a 2011 coin, so they couldn't even bother to make a new design. So we've got two coins that's the same advert, 2 different years. I think that's very lazy. Some of the Olympics, I think, is absolutely terrible. Like the offside rule is not even explained properly. And as a football referee and player, or your former player, I know it's not right. and the Graham Bowell £2 coin is the wrong type of phone. They use a digital phone for the £2. It looks like a calculator. Does it even look like a phone? I think it's a terrible design.
Again, it happens. I don't know how they ever get through some of the ones, regardless of what we're talking about. Okay, I'm going to start off with the biggie, and this is, by the way, my favorite coin. It's a 10-ounce $100 coin. That there is one I think is lovely. Liberation of the Netherlands. I think that's one of the nicest ones that Canada has put out. It's a beautiful coin.
Yeah, I really like that coin.
Yeah. This one here, again, anti counterfeiting measures that are put on these things are amazing. Here we got a $30 silver from 2014, and look the way they've done the design on that.
Yeah, that design on the. Do you know what? That's one of my favorite looking of verses.
Yeah,
Do you
that
know
is
what
absolutely gorgeous.
Skipper.
What's that?
The holodeck on the Enterprise.
Yeah. Now I know a lot of people don't like the colorized ones, but I got to admit they did a beautiful job on the Canadian metal series that they had. They're $20 silver coins. That's designed for the military sacrifice medal. Again, a $20 one. Those are gorgeous.
All right.
This one's
All right.
yeah. That one's a really nice one. I love this one here.
Like, you know, I love the gold on it. Just absolutely beautiful. Bit a minute, sweetheart. Wow. That's it. That's perfect now. 2017.
And these are all $20 silver coins. And the Order of Canada. That's again. This is where they scored. Even though they're colorized, a lot of people don't like the colorized ones. I do, as long as they're done up, properly. They're great coins, and of course, being based on military medals, it's good to have the color. So yeah, no cribbage tonight. It's gonna be one of those nights where I'm actually sitting down with a bunch of rough and ready poker players.
Well, you know what you need to do if you want to feel better about your poker is play against me.
Yeah, okay. For those of you out there that are doing displays like this can be very satisfying. Because
those
floating display cases, which are quite readily available, are sharp. But an example with this one here, we got
what you're doing with your
we got the coin here from that was issued to the Jews in the ghetto, by the Nazis. This coin here is to show the liberation of one of the concentration camps. This one here is issued to the Israeli military on completion of their military training.
Yeah.
So it's showing all the different phases, what they went through to get to where they are now, which is kind of a cool thing. Oh, and we got Tupac in there. Hey, buddy.
Don't drop it.
And I'm crazy.
Turn
Hi.
around.
There we are. So yeah,
Sticker.
doing displays is a cool part of a hobby if you can get to do it. It's surprising. Even some of our people in our community are sending things. Like I got that one from our friends at North Carolina sent me actually a challenge coin.
Yeah, that was not so long ago as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, you got stuff like that, and I love the way they did it because it says 2022 and it's got the YouTube channel on there, or the insignia.
It's really clever.
Cool.
I got an amazing challenge coin. Give me a second, I'll show you actually.
All right, what do we got now? See if I got another one here. How about nope, I'm coming up blank because I got to be fair. Should I focus on the U.S.? Maybe I should, because there's more coming from the U.S. than any place else.
Right, okay.
Let's see. Max, the silver picker, the other day sold one or more of these coins in his auction, and they were produced in 1892. Now, what were those coins?
I didn't see that. Sorry.
1892.
Yeah, and the important part is it was the United States' first commemorative coin.
Oh, that's the Colombian half. Because they made it in 2 years, 1892 and 1893.
I have one of those.
Well, Taffy, you now have a sticker coming.
I'll pass it on to someone else. It's fine. That's no problem.
You're going to pass it on? Who do you want to pass?
Just anyone who wants it. I haven't been keeping an eye on the chat because it's on a separate screen.
Who has not gotten one of my stickers?
Here you go, Skipper. I'll show you some of my. I only got 3 challenge coins.
First name up. Who's the first one that wants one of my stickers?
I can't remember if I told you as well. These are right weeks ago. Well, thank you very much.
Just a second there, bud. We'll take a look at them in a sec. Okay, Christopher, there's my email. That's on the banner.
There you go. This is from Lady Bullion. There you go. And she had a 2020 and 2021 challenge round. I didn't win the colorized one, but this is one of her challenge rounds, and there was only so many minted of these that she had. I was lucky to get one of these.
Right.
But the other ones I do have. Oh, no, I missed. Oh, there's one more I should have picked up. Give me a second. I need to go and get one more. I've only got 3.
Okay. And what did you have to show there, Kyle?
I can't remember if I told you, but these arrived safe. Thank you very much.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
It was like weeks ago. Like I can't. I think I forgot just to tell you.
So as long as you got them, that's good. Bloody expensive, those things.
Okay, if I find one of these again, Skipper, because it's you, I'll send it to you. If I find another one,
Okay.
I'll just get it out of the case, because when it was posted, the idiot, rather than the postie, rather than actually knocking on the window and the way my house is situated, they decided to just drop it through the top window, and as it landed, it cracked the case.
Oh no.
So I've got to get it out. Otherwise, you won't be able to see it properly. Well, the first one here, the first side, is all about the 9/11. You got the Twin Towers, the Pentagon, and Flight 93 in Philadelphia.
Right.
And on the reverse, got Pearl Harbor with the Arizona.
Oh wow.
And the other one is the Battle of Goose Green, which is the 1982 Falklands War. So that's Liberation there. And this one, you've probably recognized this one if I showed you this one. This is my channel.
Yep.
Look at my channel logo. And this is obviously the liberation, liberation of Normandy, Canadian, Great Britain, and America. And at the back, the reverse of it. Wow. Yeah, I was watching. No matter how many times you see that, it's more shocking than the first. It's just so surreal. That you know, for everybody, you know what I mean, especially the people in New York, and the people on the planes.
I remember watching that live. It was not
never ever. From being from this side of the world to there, you know, my heart still goes out to everybody who, it's just no words, is there, man? So
No
that's one thing. There's one thing that I give the Americans credit for. They never forget. You know what I mean? They never forget. And all those people, it was unnecessary, you know.
I just can't get over these organizations that they think it's okay to poke the tiger.
I know, right? It's terrible. Yeah, I mean, it just come on YouTube the other day, you know, the news footage and that. It was such a strange time because George Bush was in Washington at school.
That's right.
It was the flight controller's first day. You know, it was his first day on the job. The one who controlled the air across North America.
Yeah.
The main controller, and it was his very, very first day. And oh man, it's just so. And it was, there was only 7 fighter squadrons because it was such a peacetime at the time. There was only 7 fighter squadrons, National Guard, that was covering the whole of the United States.
Yeah, changed the whole world.
It changed everything. I remember going to Canada not so long afterwards, and the security. I mean, I had to keep putting my shoes on and off in Toronto airport. Every 10 yards, I had to keep taking because can I just leave my shoes off? And they said no. And I went through about 10 security checks, quite rightly as well. Then I met my friends and then went off to go and have a meal with them because I was supposed to spend with them a couple of days, but our tickets were changed to go straight down to Texas because obviously it's security. So it was so surreal, you know, and nobody would fly after that, really. But I mean, I'll never forget that. I would never ever forget that. I've also got a $2 bill with the 9/11 on there. But yeah. Anyway. I was University of Alberta, very wow, man.
Yeah, I was sitting in my bungalow in where the heck was it? West end of Edmonton, not far from where I'm living now. And we were in disbelief when we saw that come on TV. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, because we were supposed to because I paid for a holiday for me and my mum to go and see my brother in America. My brother lives in America, and we were supposed to fly out the early part of October, and our flights were cancelled, obviously, until the February afterwards, February 2022. Bloody cold though.
You know, it's amazing when you have tragedies like that happen. Those are the memories that stick with you. Like I remember when JFK was shot.
I watched
it like I was only a kid. I mean, like I was 10 years old.
Yeah. I've been to the Sixth Floor Museum.
Walter Cronkite crying while he's trying to bring the news up.
Yeah, it is. I don't know if you've ever actually been to the grassy knoll, or if anybody lives in Texas. Obviously, down the West End. I've been to and there's markers where the bullets hit, and I stood on the there's supposed to be a soldier over the fence. You know,
were you talking on the grassy knoll?
On the ground, yeah, they did the conspiracy theories.
Yeah,
you had the umbrella, you had the umbrella man and all them. I've been up to the. I mean, I've been up to the inside the. They call it the sixth floor museum now. I'm not sure if it's called the same now.
Oh, the book
And they still-
depository.
Yeah, the book depository. That's right. And but it's called the six. Well, when I was there, it's called the sixth floor museum, and the window is still open. And the original frame is actually inside a glass case, but all the boxes are in position where it happened, and there's a glass like a perspex type glass thing surrounding it, so you can't actually go and look out the window, but the actual window frame's been taken out and it's framed up in a glass case, and it shows you everything that goes on. And yeah, that was I think that was the first time I went over. I went over there 6 times, so over 2, and the last time I went over was 2002. But yeah, it was a fantastic place to visit. It's eerie at the same time, but again, it's like, man, something really tragic happened here, you know. But again, you know, part of American history, and unfortunately, a lot of history is tragedy. You know what I mean? And that's the issue. But yeah, it's you know, it's just crazy what's around the area, you know. The first time I went actually to the West End was actually quite a funny day. Actually, it was my 3rd day in America, and it was I landed on, I think it was a Tuesday. My brother decided to have a day off on a Tuesday, and we went to the West End. And I'll tell you what, there was this big, massive, huge police officer, right, armed to the teeth, and he see me wearing my Liverpool shirt, you know, my Liverpool football top at the time. This guy must have been about 6'5", as wide as he was tall, right? Never forget him. He goes, "Oi, you!" I thought, oh crap, what have I done wrong? It's like David and Goliath. This was, you know, he was like that. There's me like this, and he goes, "Are you a soccer fan?" I goes, "No, it's football." He goes, "It's soccer." I goes, "All right, I'm not going to argue with you. You're armed." And he goes, "You support Liverpool?" I went, "Yeah." He goes, "Oh, they're doing good, aren't they?" I goes, "Well, they're doing okay." I didn't want to ask him what team he's supporting. You know, he could be a Man United supporter. And I thought, yeah, I agree with you for once. You know what I mean? And he goes, "Where are you from?" I goes, "Swindon." He goes, "They're not doing very well, are they?" I goes, "Not really." He follows all the leagues, apparently. He goes, "You having a good time?" I goes, "Yeah." He goes, "How long have you been in Texas?" I goes, 3.5 days. He goes, "Well, if you don't enjoy yourself, I'll bust a cap in your ass." I goes, "Let's smile."
That was nice.
It was fun, man. But yeah, it's like, crikey, this guy was huge. This massive bloke. He has a specially made uniform for him, you know what I mean? A body armor on and everything, this guy. Crikey. But yeah, it was fun. It was
I didn't realize you just did.
Martin's nuts about digging. He's another great guy. Mandy's candy.
Skipper, if you got 2 seconds, can you just send me your address again, just to make sure? I've got a package here that's going to.
Okay.
I've got it saved. I just want to make sure it's correct.
Entertain everybody, Dale.
Uh,
Making me look information up.
I got some of my I got my Samurai Silver here. Year of the Horse.
I bought a bunch of new notes recently as well. So, and then I've got my grab bag that I can show some.
Got my Christmas silver round. And my copper round. These are from Lady Bullion. Again. That's when I won at number 17, I think, 14. And that was back in 2 years ago. Sorry, 2021, I think that was. Got my. Everybody knows what this is. This is obviously a silver round. Buffalo round, Indian head round. 1951 Canadian silver. I wonder who sent that out. This is a Maria Treasure Italia. Got another one from Austrian Stacker. Um, 1922 S piece dollar. What's this one? An 1885 New Orleans Morgan dollar.
New Orleans.
Yeah. The 1923, I think this is Philadelphia. Could be in it. I can't remember. I can't remember what I can't remember after looking at one. Could be a Philadelphia. Oh, this is a silver round. I think this is a 1804. I think this is like this is a copy coin, but this is a silver round. I think that's what Skipper was talking about earlier. Can't remember the year on this one. What year is this? My eyes, man. I need to get some glasses. Let me just see what the year is on this one. Right. The year of this is now look, these libertards. I reckon they really need. This is 1995. 1995 Tone Libertard. Mexican. Phil Guy. My bar, which is Oklahoma.
Right. I'm gonna shoot off. I'll catch up with you guys again soon.
Oh, you do that now. I'm looking for my ad. I can't find your thing. I'm gonna have to give it to you on Discord.
Yeah, that's fine. That's no problem. Just to double check. I think I've got the correct address saved. I just want to make sure it's formatted fine.
Yeah.
I think there's a P as well.
I've got some pictures. I can send you pictures of my grab bag that I received anyway. But that was my $200 grab bag.
Cool.
1881, San
Right,
Francisco.
take care, everyone.
You take care, Kyle. Great to see you, brother.
Bye.
Papa G.
What was that you were just showing us there? That was a
1881 Morgan dollar, San Francisco mint.
nice shape.
A Victoria Crown, 1899. What year is this? Do you know, I can never remember the year on this bar here. It's 1980. 1981. Now it's bar. My 1 ounce Peregrine Falcon. Looks like it's going to catch and press. Doesn't look very good on there, but what else I have in here? Got some grams. What's this one? Oh yeah, this is when I was I bidded on this one from when Found It Buried done the auction for Rico. I got this off of nickel and dime, and this is a Philharmonic. And then obviously I've got first issue, some sovereigns, silver sovereigns, 2 of those, and some Mercury diamonds. Some Mercury diamonds in there. I can't remember what that one is there. I forgot about they were in there. Zoe got me them. This one here was from Tabs. And that there was from Zoe, and I forgot they were in there actually. I want to find out. I think that's actually a 1 gram Walking Liberty. It's supposed to be. My latest purchase though is the Bugs Bunny silver round. Well, I'm not even call that. Let's just be honest. Let me £20 silver, 1 ounce. It's quite thick actually. Then this one, I don't know. I can't remember. You sent me this.
Yes, I did.
Who was it again? What's his name? Oh my word! Oh, what's his name? You know, everybody knows him. I can't remember his name. Oh, Skipper, that's it. Then my £100 coin.
Nice.
2 ounce there. Then me £50 coin. Britannia.
Okay, I'm going to do one more draw for another sticker. See how many can actually get this one.
WASC, American Silver Eagle, West Point.
Nice.
COA in a box still.
First one to come up with the answer gets it. It's in the banner up and below.
Then the mule coins that Marlon was talking about, mule coins. This one here is a certified Royal Mint error coin.
Nice.
Explains what the error is. And it just sits in there like that. Was the question like US States Stellar coin, ain't it? That was the Seated Liberty, wasn't it?
Oh,
The Stellar coin.
so what, a $4 coin?
The what? Sorry,
The $4 coin.
$4 coin.
Yeah.
I've even heard of it.
The $4 Stella, so-called because the Latin word for star is Stella, and the coin bears a 5-pointed star on the reverse, which is envisioned by Casson as America's answer to various foreign gold coins popular in the international market, i.e. the British sovereign, Italy's 20 lira, and the 20 pesetas of Spain. So this Stella coin is quite valuable, but there's one of them in particular that's more valuable than others. And no, believe it or not, it was not the 1879 coiled hair. But Christopher Ty is doing a really good job of narrowing the margin down. The 1879 coiled hair Stella was, there were actually 12 of them that are known to exist. And one went in September 2013 for $1,041,300.
Was it the Gold Double Eagle? No. And this is what he got me for my birthday. Ganache, I think it's
Funny,
called.
I've never heard of it referred to as a leap year strike. Nice.
That's what he got me for my birthday.
So pretty.
Is it Ganache? And that's the box it comes in. Oh, damn it. Yeah, the Vulcan that is solid silver, by the way. And I left it out, and it just completely toned up on one side. But I was hoping to get the serial number for the XH 558. Whoever's got that one, good fair play to them, because obviously it was only that's the serial number I have for it, which is 592. So I wasn't that too far away, and there was only a strict edition of 1,960 antique silver pieces have been issued. This certifies the official Vulcan of XH558 commemorative medal, which has been crafted in the highest standard, contains the official piece of the XH558, the way the last Vulcan aircraft fly. A strict edition of limited, just 1,160 antique silver pieces have been issued.
All right, for those of you that just joined us, we have got a little bit of a competition here. I'm no rush. Whoever's the first one to come up with the right answer. What U.S. Stella coin, 1879, 1880, is considered the most valuable? You can use whatever resources you have available, but the first one answered gets a sticker.
And I'm putting away all my silver pieces.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get the right mindset for this competition tonight. I expect there'll be a couple hundred there.
We had a blinding game of crib the other week, didn't we?
True.
That last game with 1 point in it.
Brutal. But you know what? That's the way I like it.
You should have won that one though.
Yeah. I didn't win on the last tournament. The one before that I did. I placed first. They're not big prizes. You win like $25, you know.
It's the fun though, isn't it? If you walk out with something, it's a good time.
Well, you're not going to find, if you were to find any of this stuff magnet fishing, you'd have a problem because they're gold.
Yeah. Yes, our £1 coins are made up. All the security features in them.
Mm-hmm. Coin and Around's got it. It's the 1880 coiled hair Stella is the most valuable one. There's only 8 known. And at the Bonham's auction in September of 2013, a PF67 went for $2,574,000.
Wow.
So that is the coiled hair Stella from 1880 is the most valuable. So coin around, you have won a sticker. And there is the email address. You just send me your address there and I'll send it out to you.
I know where I got that from now. That's from Lady Billion. It comes in little packages like this. I'm going to send her a picture actually. Because I like to keep everything. So I still got the winning number and the Christmas ticket. So I'm going to send her a picture of these actually.
A Christmas ticket, hey?
Yeah, I got the candy. And the copper Joy to the world.
Cute.
But I like the candy cane.
Well, that reminds me, I gotta go to my LCS to pick up some plastic sheets for my cards.
I'm waiting for some. Oh man, I'm waiting for some plastic covers to come. So I put my banknotes away. I've ordered some.
See, I got the complete set of Santa Claus.
Ooh.
I actually got the complete set now from 1994.
I wonder how that started.
Gee, I wonder. And did you know on the other side it makes a puzzle? It makes a picture.
Or Santa Claus.
No, not Santa Claus. You know, it's a bear.
So is. No, I didn't know that. I believe. I think Zoe's got the full set, and I don't know. I don't touch her stuff, so.
A 50 PQ Gardens would be okay there, Blistering Barnacles.
They do look cool, don't they, Silver too? Blistering. How can you? Yeah, you ought to see. I got some poker chips from Blistering. They're absolutely really cool. How you done them?
I have a few poker chips. Most of the ones I use, I actually play with.
But you like these though, because this is for his channel sticker.
Yeah, most guys that are into magnet fishing or metal detecting, they have random coins of different sorts that they found. I know I do.
I gonna go magnet fishing. I haven't done it. Didn't do it last year, obviously, because obviously it's a lockdown. So gonna go back out there again this summer, and gonna go up to the Cut hopefully, across Kidderminster and Birmingham. Zoe's old where she lived when she was up in Dudley. Well, not Dudley, like West Bromwich. And then we're going to go down to old place called Cradley Heath and go through the Cut. They call it the Cut, and go magnet fishing there.
Yes, Tracy's Trinkets. That's Tracy. That's us. My little peanut brittle.
Do you know, I had some of that the other day, some peanut brittle. I hadn't had that for years.
See, that's a fragile, nutty British person. Peanut brittle.
That's what I've got to call my brother as well. It's his birthday today as well. Where's that always on one? I'm going to take some photos quickly.
So I get to run to the local bank and pick myself up a few dollars and get ready to rumble.
Rumble to the bank.
Rumble to the casino. The difference is one-armed bandits are not my forte. But sitting at that table.
The name is in the description there.
I'm just wondering if I should go as skipper or go as one of the local yokels. Maybe show up like Doyle Brunson. Where's my Western Canada hat? Where's my Western Canada hat? No, it doesn't suit me. There, now I can go and play myself some poker in the Wild West poker room. Right, Dale?
Absolutely. Well, you got the
Yeah.
wrong thing on, but do you know what? I thought I'd be seeing more Stensons than that down Texas. Not very many people wore them. I said it not until you got to the stockyards in Fort Worth. I felt out of place because everybody was wearing like, I thought it's costumes. He goes, no, this is what people actually wear around here. I thought it was in a different time. Of course, the saloons will still have the flappy doors, and the only thing wrong with it, it was obviously saw horses and stuff, but people were trying to tie up their cars outside the saloons. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that would be torture. No, this hat won't do. I gotta have an appropriate hat.
Yeah, you need your Buccaneer hat, I think.
The Buccaneer hat, no, not in a Western poker room. It just won't work.
Why not?
It just would not work.
What do you think? I reckon the Buccaneer would work perfectly in a poker game when you're trying to win swag.
Let me try on some of my other hats here. Let's see if this hat will do.
I'm
not sure. Okay, how about this one?
Maybe.
Oh, I like this one.
Yeah, I reckon that one, the second one.
Skipper, wear a golf hat or my Santa hat.
Las Vegas, yeah, I reckon that'd be pretty cool.
My Santa hat.
Because then you look like a pro then, wearing a Las Vegas. So how is Phil Guy doing? I'm sorry I missed your stream the other night, brother. Well, it was actually in the morning, wasn't it?
You know, it's tough when you're a collector of hats, you know.
Oh, what is that one? What's that one? Paradise of Light. Parade. Yeah, it could work. You could have some magic on there.
I've been giving presents away all during the holiday season. Now it's give back time.
Yeah, you get them back to give them away again. I'm going to send Lady Bullion that.
Oh, he doesn't like that. He wants to. I can't wear the Santa hat in a casino. What are you talking about? Not cool. How about this one? Will this work? I'm not sure if this would work. What do you think, Dale?
Yeah, that one. You've muted yourself again.
No, I haven't.
What?
What? You lie.
Yeah, I reckon that one. Put that one on with the Santa hat. Yeah. That's perfect. That is a perfect. That is. So you can hide your poker face.
Do you think they'd believe me? Do you think I'd be able to not give any tells?
Yeah, you got your poker face hidden. And the thing is, if you need to see ID, what do you think?
I look like a hippie. More like a grumpy. Oh, that's itchy. Oh, that's awful. Oh.
No, you look like your beard when you had it dyed that day.
It looks like a beard that's used on an undercover boss. Or I could always just wear my hat. Would that throw them off? Yeah. Maybe I'll just wear this one. Could be a hit show. Oh dear. That's enough to make me want to curl my mustache. Well, we covered a few interesting things today.
Certainly have.
And I'm glad that you made it despite celebrating your Lovey's birthday.
Yeah, she hopefully she had a good day. I got one more thing coming for her. There's a few things we got. But there's one more thing is coming to her, but I can't tell you because until it gets here, she doesn't know what it is. So I'll tell you what I'll be doing soon. Now,
curling my
this is
mustache.
where I live. Okay, this is where I live. And
wow, Swindon.
Yeah, you got Kingdom Brunel. Okay, and what I'm going to be doing.
Show the book again. Bygone Swindon.
Yeah, that statue's still there, but it's moved forward. But it's facing the right. What he's facing is a shopping place called Iceland, and it must have been quite boring for him because he's looked at that for many years. And now it's gone forward and facing the right way. It's actually facing, because this bit here is Brunel Shopping Centre. It's not facing that. And they don't understand why they put the statue facing away from it when he should be facing towards it.
Brunel. Why does that name ring a bell?
Well, Insenbad Kingdom Brunel.
Oh, yeah, it is Zoe's birthday. Silver Tea, you missed it. I think she went to bed.
Yeah, she's gone upstairs with Lauren to read books and watch something, I think. So what I'm going to be doing is going around these old photos. I mean, when I said we used to play across on the railway tracks, I mean, I took Zoe past the railway area. I mean, as wide as you like. It's that's in the middle of our task. We used to play on all this. There you go. So yeah, now it's all. I took Zoe past the railway works the other day, and we drove up to about here today. It's now a car park here. This part. If you carry on going down, there's a big car park there now, and now it's blocked off of it's fenced off. Well, this is fenced off, but because of the high speed trains. But yeah, you could walk to. I mean, my nan lived in town. And we used to run across this, and go to the Oasis, which is a huge swimming baths. It looks like a UFO actually. If you ever heard of the band called the Oasis, that's where they got their name from. Here in Swindon.
Well, hello there, doggy. Have you come down to say hello? Nice puppy dog.
It looks like a UFO. I'll show you.
Hi.
There you go. That's our swimming baths. It looks like a UFO on the outside. We got the Dome Busters.
Is that where you keep all your sheep?
No, it's free shoots.
Oh, it's a water park.
Yeah. Back in the day, you had the Screamer, the Sidewinder, and the Great White, but they changed names and put a disco one in it.
Lightning. Hi, Lightning. Come here. Come here. Hi.
There you go. That's what it's like inside.
No, baby. That's a good boy. Yes, you are.
That's what it's like inside there, Skip.
Big.
It is massive. There was the deep pool. That was about, I would say, about 30 foot deep. And they blocked it off because some kid, you're only supposed to go in there when you're an avid swimmer. You know, really, you can prove you're a good swimmer. But someone drowned in it many years ago, and they blocked it all off. And then you got the middle pool, and that's where the mum and dads and the I think it's from like 7 to 11-year-olds swim. That's about.
And that's in Swindon?
Yeah. And that's a 6'3", and that's got the waves there and everything. And then you got the slide that goes all around the edge.
You have no idea how much this is throwing off my impression of where you're living, because I envisioned you all living in like 17th century houses, narrow paths, sheep everywhere.
Here you go. That's what it looks like from the air.
Oh, wow. Gives me another reason to come visit.
It used to have the old bowling type green. Had 6 lanes of that upstairs. Had 6 snooker tables, 4 squash courts, major a BMX track at the back, a cycling dome, an outdoor cycling is still there today. Now they got 12 football pitches. It's got 1 major sports event and entertainment area.
Sounds really nice.
It's massive. It's huge.
And yes, Silver Tea, there are still stone homes with thatched roofs. A lot of them there.
Yeah, we have it. We have them here.
I like the ones that have the little owls that are thatched onto the roof. Those are cool.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean they live down by the river?
If you don't know, obviously, right? Okay, this is still here today. That's Milton Road Baths. and that is now a major road, and that has got 2 massive, huge swimming pools in it. You would not know that's there if you walk past it.
Silver T's being smart. He says, "How many horses and carriages are in town, Dale?"
0 now. Here you go. That's the entrance. So you'll walk past it if you didn't know it was there. It doesn't say anything. But inside, that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like inside. And it's got an Olympic-sized swimming pool in it. And then the other side here, if you go this side, it's got because that swimming pool is 7'4" deep, I think. And the small pool is 2.5 feet by deep to I think it's 5.5 foot deep. But they got cut-offs to stop the kids from small kids from going over. But you can only go in there. An adult can only go in there if you've got a child. You can't just go in there. And then you can go and sit down. It's got water polo there and everything. So that's the benches, and that's where you look down and watch. It's like all seat around. Nice. But it's bloody old though, old and cold. I think they still got the goals up there, if I remember rightly. But that's what it looks like today. And that was built in 1910. It's probably got the same water in it.
Oh, that would be gross. So, how old is this picture? I don't know how old this is. But everything's it's got a yin yang at the end. It's got a big tiled yin yang. There you go. That's an old picture. I think that's the 80s. I think. By the looks of that. Oh no, it's built in 1865. Wow.
And then yeah, that's what it looks like today. That's what the building looks like today. So you if you don't know it's there, because it's just in the middle of town, so huge. Then you've got Dorking Pool. And this is where they learn people to swim. And this is Dorking Pool. It's a smaller one. It's like a smaller version of Milton Road. And then that's where they learn you to swim. It's all free, actually. You can actually go over there if you want a kid to learn to swim, just sign up. They teach the kids. It's not very, as you can tell, it's not very deep.
Yeah, and no, it's 4:40 here, Silver T.
It is coming up to 11:30 here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 massive huge swimming pools, and the other one, it looks like
Canada's in a time warp.
And then we got the Link Centre swimming pool, which is that one. This is the ice rink. This is where they play ice hockey. You like that there, Skipper? I'll take you there. I'll take you to the match because our team is like one of the top teams in. We have quite a lot of Canadian players here. And that's where I learned to ice skate. So yeah, I can ice skate. On my ass now, probably, but I used to.
Yet I cannot. I've never learned how to skate. I'm a very good skier. I used to be.
Swindon Wildcats. And up there, that's if you see that tunnel bit up there, you got the bar just here on this side, and then there's all seating. It's all free as well. You can go and watch it for free.
Yeah.
And you go. It's 3 floors. So you got the ice rink, which obviously is just ground floor, and then you got when it's not match days, you got the ice dancers at one end. You got all the cheerleaders. You know, they're practicing whatever. And then at the weekends, when it's off season, obviously that's when the public go on and do the bits and whatever. And then if it's someone's birthday, you can say it's someone's birthday and they put a party on for you, which is pretty cool. So it's like a disco, but the problem with the disco when you're on ice, everything's flashing. So 1 minute you're in front of someone, next minute you're on top of someone. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like it goes dark, like that. It's a strange experience, but yeah, it's good fun. And then as you go to level,
you know, when you've been married for a while, that's no longer a strange experience. Oh, you're talking about something else.
Yeah, I'm talking about when you crash into somebody.
Oh, okay.
And then when you go up to the first floor, you have all the snooker. Sorry, not the snooker. You have all the pool tables, and then you got rock climbing, the trampolining, the 5-a-side football things on the outside. That's the grounds on the outside. That's the 5-a-sides, and there's like 4 pitches. I'll get back to there. Oh my god, just switched it off now. But yeah, it's quite weird where we live because it's obviously all in the town. It looks really old and traditional, like really back in the day. And then just a 10-minute walk, you're at the Oasis because everything's really close. Everything's in walking distance. And this is the trampoline place. That's a kids' park here. This is the opposite to the ice park. Then there's a library inside there, a massive, huge library. And then you got all the karate here. That's why I did my karate. I'll show you. There it is. That's the dragon. That's the badge I would have had on my Senhai Gashi.
Wow.
And then that's inside the Link Centre. Then you got all your weightlifting areas, your squash courts. You go upstairs, and then you got all the snooker tables. You got like 12 tables upstairs. But the reason I don't like going when I was playing snooker, I didn't like going up there because you had to wait for somebody else to play a shot because it was so the gaps are so small. You know, he was in each other's way. You know what I mean? You didn't have the room.
You know what, Dale? I was thinking now that I'm in my senior years, I'm going to get myself a tattoo and put it on my derriere because it's only fitting since now my arse is dragging.
There's a library. Then you got a coffee area and a bar. But yeah,
right over your head. Went right over your head.
No, it didn't. I was listening. And we got 2 massive, huge cinemas. We got a 7-screen and a 10-screen.
In Sweden.
Yeah. We got
Is that a city or a town?
it's a town.
Wow, it's a good sized town.
Our population. It doesn't go. The thing is, this is the misconception of England to Canada and America. See, towns here, cities don't go by population. They go by a cathedral or a university. And I can't remember. I think it's Ealing. Is it Ealing? I think Ealing is the smallest city in England. I think it's Ealing. Or it could be Wales. It might be Wales, actually. It might be Wales might be the smallest city. But Swindon is one of the biggest cities, towns. And don't forget, London City is only a square mile. Not London itself. London City is only a square mile. So a hamlet consists of a few small houses with no pubs or a church. A village must have a pub. Okay, despite the size of the village, it must contain a pub, and I think it's a post office. A pub, a pub, a bank, or post office, and a parish church. That's a village. A town must consist of a church, a town, a parish church. And it doesn't have a cathedral or a university in it, even though we have a university here. Yeah, he's gone. And a city will contain a university or a cathedral, but a town can only then be put in as a city status through sovereignty. If we apply it through sovereignty and they grant a city status, that's another way of becoming a city. But we don't want to be a city.
Yeah.
Like Swindonians is what we're called. We don't want to be a city because everything will fly up really, really expensive.
Yeah.
If it becomes city status.
Guys, that's the end of my 5-minute warning. I'm gonna have to sign off because I have to get ready to go.
No.
So I want to thank everybody for coming out, especially you, Dale. And again, birthday wishes to Zoe.
Thank you. I'll send her.
And all you guys out there, Silver Tea and Field Guy and EAC. Oh my goodness, Christopher Ty, Muscle Shell. All you guys out there, thank you for coming.
Silver Tea.
Blister and Barnacles. My goodness.
Yeah. PA. Who was in here? Marty's nuts about digging.
Yeah.
There's lots of people coming tonight.
This is my kitchen scissors.
Hi, Tracy.
Hiya.
So,
And
anyway, guys, I have got to run. So take care of yourselves, and I'll see you hopefully a little Thursday.
Wednesday, Wednesday, 9 p.m. GMT or 5 p.m. Is it 5 p.m. or 2 p.m.?
2 here.
And so IBB for life, and of course Commonwealth Brothers, as we all are. We're all Commonwealth Brothers, because New Zealand, Australia, Canada, Great Britain. And you all take care, and I'll see you in a couple of days.
See you guys.
You stay on for a moment, I Skipperlo.